Struggling with property tax management in Gaston County? Say goodbye to confusion and hello to convenience as we guide you step by step in paying your property taxes online effortlessly. Welcome to this explainer, where we transform complex civic duties into an absolute breeze. Today, we're taking what is usually a pretty stressful annual chore, managing and paying your property taxes, and turning it into a simple, secure, and highly efficient process. Okay, let's dive right in and totally demystify the Gaston County property tax system for you. Whether you're a brand new homeowner in Gastonia trying to figure out your very first bill, or maybe a seasoned investor in Belmont who just wants to avoid those pesky credit card fees, this explainer is built entirely for you. We're going to leave absolutely no question unanswered.
Here is our clear roadmap for today. 1. The property tax basics. 2. Navigating the online portal. 3. Payment methods and fees. 4. Crucial deadlines and penalties. And finally, 5. Tax relief and exemptions.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the property tax basics, and understanding your Gaston County tax bill.
So when you receive that consolidated bill in July, it's actually funding everything from our public schools to fire districts, and it's calculated based on the assessed value of your property. Now, there's a really crucial distinction here between market value and assessed value. When we talk about property taxes, we aren't necessarily talking about what you could sell your house for today on Zillow. The market value is that open market price, which the county estimates. But your assessed value? That's the market value minus any legal exemptions you might qualify for. And it's that assessed value that actually dictates your final tax bill. By North Carolina law, the county has to update these reassessments at least every 8 years, though Gaston County is currently transitioning to a 4-year cycle just to keep things a bit more equitable.
Hold up for just a second. A quick but super important caveat before we move to the online checkout. If you're tuning in looking to pay taxes on your car, truck, or literally any active registered motor vehicle with a North Carolina license plate, stop right here. You actually handle those directly through the North Carolina DMV via the Tag and Tax Together program. You just pay your vehicle taxes at the exact same time you renew your registration, completely bypassing this local county portal we're about to discuss.
Moving right along to Section 2, navigating the online portal. And great news here, direct lookup means no account creation is needed.
Moving over to the digital side of things, the absolute best news you'll hear today is that you don't even need to set up an account. Seriously, there are no frustrating passwords to remember or reset. The online process is incredibly simple. Step 1, just open your web browser and head to the official portal at gastonnc.devnetwedge.com. Step 2, you use their secure direct public lookup system to search. You can literally just type in your unique property key, which you'll find on your physical bill, or your legal name, or even just your physical street address. Step 3, click on your property record from those search results to pull up your itemized invoice. And finally, Step 4, just hit that bright green Pay Taxes button to kick off the secure transaction. It is truly that straightforward.
While you're looking at that itemized invoice on the portal, keep in mind that your municipal taxes are already baked right in. If you live in Gastonia, Belmont, Lowell, Mount Holly, or High Shoals, you're not going to get a separate property tax bill from your city. The Gaston County Tax Office handles it all in one aggregated place. That's exactly why your total rate might look a little different from, say, a friend who lives out in an unincorporated area of the county.
Next up is Section 3, Payment Methods and Fees. We'll show you exactly how to pay and, more importantly, how to keep those processing fees low.
Okay, so you've clicked that green Pay Taxes button, and now the system is going to prompt you to choose how you want to fund the payment. If you want to pay online for free, and who doesn't, you absolutely must select the e-check or ACH bank draft option. All you need is your bank routing and account number, and boom, there is zero convenience fee. However, if you decide to put that tax bill on your Visa, MasterCard, or Discover card, you're going to be hit with an approximate 2.21% third-party processing fee. And let me tell you, on a typical $2,000 or $3,000 tax bill, that fee adds up really fast. But regardless of which you choose, both methods are fully secure and will post to your account within 48 hours.
Now, a really crucial tip regarding your online security and privacy. When you are searching for where to pay, always stick strictly to the official DevNetWedge portal. You might stumble across third-party bill aggregation sites out there, like Doxo, which claim to let you pay all your local bills in one convenient place. Well, Gaston County is entirely unaffiliated with these platforms. Using an unendorsed third-party site can expose you to phishing risks, unexpected service charges, and more importantly, it can cause severe delivery delays. If they don't route your payment to the county in time, you are the one stuck paying the late fees. Always verify you're on the official county web address.
Listen closely to this one because it catches people off guard. When you're typing in your bank account details for that free e-check, double and triple check your numbers. Why? Because under North Carolina state law, if your electronic transaction is denied or returned by your bank, maybe because of a simple typo or insufficient funds, the tax collector is legally mandated to slap a severe 10% penalty directly onto your principal tax balance. That penalty has a minimum of $25 and can go all the way up to $1,000. It's a completely avoidable mistake, so type carefully.
If you want to put this whole chore on autopilot for highly efficient online tax management, residents can actually utilize electronic funds transfers, or EFTs, to schedule automatic withdrawals. This is a fantastic best practice to ensure you never, ever miss a due date. Oh, and here is a critical verification tip for you. Once your online payment goes through, always print or save the final confirmation screen as a PDF. Having that digital receipt with the transaction number is your ultimate proof of payment should any weird processing glitches occur on the county's end.
Which brings us to Section 4, Crucial Deadlines and Penalties, or the true cost of missing a payment.
So, local governments in North Carolina operate under the Machinery Act. What that means is they have very little flexibility to forgive late fees or alter their enforcement schedules, so knowing this statutory timeline is just essential. Taxes are billed in July and officially become due on September 1st, but the county does give you a pretty generous grace period. You actually have until January 5th to pay your bill at its par or face value without a single penalty, but January 6th, that is the danger zone. The very moment the calendar flips to January 6th, your account is legally classified as delinquent, and a flat 2% interest charge is instantly added to your balance. Go ahead and mark January 5th on your calendar right now. And honestly, it doesn't stop at that initial 2% bump. If you delay your payment past the end of January, the situation gets considerably worse. Starting February 1st, an additional 0.75% interest accrues every single month, or even a fraction of a month, until the entire principal, previous interest, and penalties are paid in full. It's basically a compounding financial hole that just digs itself deeper month after month.
If the bill is ignored completely, the Gaston County tax collector has some pretty sweeping statutory powers to enforce collection. Unpaid property taxes automatically establish a priority tax lien on your real estate. And get this, that supersedes even your mortgage. To satisfy this debt, the county can actually freeze your bank accounts, garnish your wages, or divert your rental income. Ultimately, they can even initiate an in rem foreclosure, where they take the property and sell it at a public auction just to pay the tax bill. Obviously, the county does not want to do this, but the law strictly requires them to collect, so please reach out and communicate with the tax office if you are struggling.
Let's pivot to some better news in Section 5, Tax Relief and Exemptions. Could you legally reduce your tax bill?
North Carolina statutes actually offer several fantastic property tax relief programs for qualifying residents that can permanently lower your annual bill. There are 3 main statutory relief programs you definitely should be aware of: the elderly or disabled homestead exclusion, the disabled veteran exclusion, and the circuit breaker tax deferment. These are designed specifically to protect vulnerable homeowners from being priced right out of their primary residences due to rising property values.
The potential savings here are just massive. Let's look at the homestead exclusion. If you're 65 or older, or totally disabled, and your household income is below roughly $36,700, you can exclude the greater of $25,000 or a full 50% of your home's appraised value. And for our honorably discharged veterans with a 100% service-connected disability, there are no income limits at all, and you can exclude up to $45,000 of your home's value. Unlocking this relief just requires a one-time application at the Maine Tax Office on West Main Avenue, along with some basic proof of income or your military discharge status.
So, I have to ask, are you ready to take control of your property taxes without the stress and without those entirely avoidable credit card fees? By utilizing the free e-check option on the official DevNet Wedge portal, scheduling your payment well before that January 5th deadline, and saving your confirmation receipt, you're securing total peace of mind. You're keeping your hard-earned money right where it belongs, in your own wallet, not going to third-party processors or state-mandated penalty fees.
We really hope this step-by-step breakdown has empowered you to handle your civic duties with absolute confidence this year. Remember, knowledge is your absolute best defense against unexpected fees and late penalties. This explainer is intended for informational purposes only. Please consult with a tax professional or refer to the Gaston County official website for the most current and detailed information regarding property tax payments. So now that you've got the ultimate roadmap to mastering your county taxes, what other local civic mysteries should we demystify for you next?